Alright guys, so today's the day I'm going to be putting in this new background that I picked up. I bought this off of a guy on Kijiji, which is like the Canadian version of Craigslist. He had never installed it in his tank, so I picked it up for pretty cheap. It's not really something that would go, I guess, with a Malawi setup. It's more of an Amazonian background, but I'm going to give it a try anyways. I just have to run out to the store. This is the tank right now. I gotta go get some more razors. I was razoring the glass and it's just, I don't know if the razor's not sharp or whatnot, so I'm gonna go pick some up, shave down the glass, pull out the rest of the plants, and let it dry out a little bit. It has to be completely dry for silicone to stick. These backgrounds are installed with silicone. You don't have to buy aquarium safe silicone. That's just a money-making idea. You can use regular silicone. As long as it doesn't have mildew resistant on the package, it will be fine. Once you let it dry out and cure properly before refilling it, you're pretty much good to go, and you'll save yourself some amount of money there, because they do charge out the ass for the aquarium safe backgrounds. Sorry, the aquarium safe silicones. This background actually is cut. You can see there. Whoa. The guy that had it had a center brace. My tank is an old Hagen style tank. It's a lot stronger. It doesn't come with a center brace. So it kind of sucks for me that this is cut, but you can see that the guy did not cut it straight down. I said that in my last video that I made regarding 3D backgrounds. You don't want to cut a straight line, because you will see that when you join it back in. So I'm hoping this doesn't show. When you join it back together, you really can't tell. But I mean, you can see these are light. It's made out of foam. The back of this one's actually coated, which is better than mine. Mine's not coated. You can actually see the foam still through it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in today. Just gotta dry out my tank. I just have to dry out the tank, and I'm gonna try and do it without taking out the sand that's in here. I'm just gonna push it forward and see if that works. But like I said, you do not need aquarium safe silicone. I didn't use aquarium safe silicone with this tank. Sorry, everything's a mess in here because I've got so many things pulled out of all the tanks right now. But I am keeping on this tank. I don't want the filter to die. I want to be able to add fish as soon as I can to this tank. So that's what this is, hanging off of the Frontosa tank. But yeah, I'm going to run out to the store now, go get some razors, pick up the silicone, and I will come right back at you guys. Alright, take care. Okay, so we have cleaned out the tank, and my husband is cutting down the background a little bit because it's a little too wide. So I just wanted to mention, when we went to the, I actually got this at the dollar store, when I went to pick up razors, this is something that you'll need. This is like, I think it's called gutter mesh, or anything similar to it. This is made out of plastic. This is what you'll need for when you cut out your intake and your output for your filters. Or if you're using any bubble walls or bubble stones of any type, you'll need to have something like this. This prevents the fish from going inside of the holes that you'll be cutting. So, I mean, basically what you do is you just be cutting out a square or whatever big enough for the hole that you've drilled, and you'll be siliconing this to the actual background before actually siliconing the background into the fish tank. Without this, I mean, the fish can swim up into the intake. I don't know if they can come out, go into the output much because the water's gushing out, but otherwise you'll be catching fish going behind the background, which, you know, is something you don't want. This is not too small. The one that I had for my, that's in my Frontosa tank is much finer, because I am planning on breeding those Frontosa, so, you know, fry can get in through these. I don't know, I guess you can say these were like a centimeter, maybe, each diamond. So if you want, you can get something finer, but I prefer to use plastic. If you use metal, obviously it'll rust, sorry. So I just want to show you guys that this is the kind of mesh that you'll be needing. Again, this is like gutter mesh. I paid like $1 or something for this at the dollar store. So, you know, just to block up the holes. When we do cut the holes for the intake and output, I'll come back and show you how we silicone this in. But currently my husband's cutting the width of it. It's a little bit too wide for my fish tank. He's using a Dremel tool. He's actually finding it a little bit harder to cut this background because of the coating that's at the back of it. It's not cutting as smooth, but he's doing it right now. So I'll come back to you guys soon. One sec. Okay, so this is the background completely installed. It's been silicoed down the center where it was cut, as well as both sides and the base of it. When you're siliconing a background into a fish tank, I would suggest putting some sand up and down the line of silicone while it's still wet. It's just, just for a finished look. If you don't do that, what will happen is you'll get that long white stripe showing. Eventually it'll turn blue, so it's very, obvious looking in the fish tank. I just prefer to have it done. I really should have probably used brown sand for it, but I don't know what I was thinking. I should have really had brown sand. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. When I did this fish tank, I had the correct color sand to cover the silicone strip, so you can't really see it at all. So I'm just hoping this doesn't look too bad. You can also see where we drilled the intake. The hubby cut it a little bit bigger than I would have liked, but I'm going to put some black Bristol board behind there, and I'm sure you won't be able to see it. It's in a recessed part of the background, so I'm pretty sure it will not be apparent. When I put the black Bristol board behind it, I threw in some rocks. I'm sure I'll be tinkering with that over the next few weeks, over and over. But this is pretty much it. It's not too hard to do. I'm probably going to wait maybe 24 hours and give the tank a smell, see if it's been cured. If it's not cured, I'll just wait longer. I'm not really in a super rush. I'm not putting fish in for the next week or two. But that's it. I'm probably going to do the output above the background. We didn't drill a hole for it. With this background, we also did do one of the inputs. Not this filter that you're seeing here. That's the filter that's going to be going on to this new tank. I'm just keeping it alive. But one of the filters here just goes above the background, and that's where the output comes out from. I think I've shown it in one of my 3D videos, my 3D background videos. So I'm going to be doing the same thing with this just to avoid cutting another hole. Excuse me, sorry. And that's it. I think it's better to put the output above the background just so you get some good surface agitation. I mean, I guess it's a personal preference. I just prefer it that way. I don't like to use bubble walls too much or bubble stones. I mean, I do have one in the Frontosa tank, but I hate it, so I wanted to avoid doing it with this tank. But that's it. I'm probably going to come back at you guys in the next 24 hours or so when I fill it. I usually fill it like once or twice just to wash out anything that's in the tank or on the background. But like I said, I'm not adding fish for the next week or two, so that's it for now. Let me know what you guys think. I know it's not really, a typical Malawi habitat kind of look, but I got the background for a really good deal. I mean, this background here, it cost, with shipping and everything, like 350 bucks Canadian. This one, I paid, I think it was like 80 bucks plus the silicone and stuff, so thought I'd give it a try. I like the background, I'm not too sure how it's going to look with Malawi fish, but it's already siliconed in, so I have no choice. I'm going to have to try it out. And you guys let me know what you think. Alright, I'll come back at you guys when I fill it up. Okay guys, so this is it filled up. I'm probably going to be doing this one more time. It's just filled up with cold water, and I've got a couple pumps in there pushing the water around just to get rid of any like residue from the silicone, any dirt or whatever's on the background. So I'm just going to do that once or twice. I'm probably going to leave it like this for most of the day, drain it tonight, and then refill it again tomorrow. But this is it. Like I said, I'll probably be changing the rocks around a few times. I was just playing around with what I have. I've got quite a few gray rocks. It should be easier to stock this with rocks as opposed to the Frontosa tank because it was really hard to find matching rocks for that one. But this is it, guys. Let me know what you think. I know, like I said, it's not a typical Malawi setup, but it was a really good deal. And I've got baby coming, so I can't spend all that money on fish tank stuff again. I do like to spoil my kids, so this is the last major thing I'll probably do for a while. I'm going to be stocking it probably maybe 2 weeks, a week or two. Probably a week I'll start stocking it. The filter's still alive, so Should cycle immediately. But that's it. So you guys let me know what you think. And thanks a lot for watching. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And you guys enjoy your day. Take care.